At 1:54 a.m., Brandon Swanson was on the phone with his parents. He told them his car was stuck in a ditch and he was walking home in the dark. They stayed on the phone with him, guiding him. Then suddenly he said two words, "Oh shit," and the line went silent. Brandon Swanson was never seen again. Brandon Swanson was a 19-year-old college student from Minnesota. It was May 14th, 2008. He had just finished celebrating the end of the semester with friends. Everything about that night seemed normal, until he began driving home. Somewhere along the rural roads, Brandon accidentally drove his car into a ditch. He wasn't injured, but his car was stuck. So he did what most people would do. He called his parents. At 1:54 a.m., Brandon called his parents and explained what happened. They told him to stay where he was and they would come get him. But Brandon believed he was close to home. He told them he would walk instead. His parents stayed on the phone with him the entire time. They used the call to guide him through the darkness. He walked along gravel roads, fields, and unfamiliar terrain. They could hear his footsteps, his breathing. Everything seemed normal. Until suddenly, Brandon said, "Oh, shit." Then silence. His parents immediately began calling his name, but he never responded. They tried calling him back. The phone rang, but there was no answer. They drove to the area Brandon believed he was in. They searched the roads, but he was nowhere to be found. It was as if he had vanished. Police quickly began searching the area. They found Brandon's car stuck in a ditch, but Brandon was gone. Search teams used dogs, helicopters, and volunteers. They searched fields, rivers, and surrounding land. His phone was never found. There were no signs of struggle, no witnesses, no evidence explaining what happened. Investigators believe Brandon may have fallen into a hidden ditch, river, or abandoned well in the darkness. Others believe he may have become disoriented and wandered off. But without evidence, no one knows for sure. His last words remain the final clue. Oh shit. More than 15 years later, Brandon Swanson has never been found. His disappearance remains one of the most haunting missing person cases in modern history. He was on the phone with his parents. They heard his voice. Then suddenly, he was gone, without a trace. What do you think happened to Brandon Swanson? Let me know in the comments, and follow for more real, unsolved mysteries.